All right, how's everybody doing today? So let's take a closer look at what Arizona Project WET would like us to build today. Do you remember what the CAP system looks like? Well, let's take another look at a map of the entire CAP system. Pretty impressive, huh? And we're going to build a model of the CAP today. By the way, what is a model? Yeah, perfect. You guys are so smart. Model is an example of how something works. So in my plans, I have some details on what Arizona Project WET, APW, would like me to do to create that model. It's going to be a big project, so I could really use some help. And it's going to be a real engineering challenge. We have to build a scaled model to move water uphill 3,000 feet. So let's take a look at the engineering challenge that APW has given us. So the overall engineering challenge is to design and test a system to deliver water uphill using all the parts that were provided. The distance between the water source and the end of the canal reservoir system's got to be 4 feet long, which is basically 1 inch equaling 7 miles. And the design's got to include an elevation gain of like 3,000 feet. And that 3,000 feet is 1 inch equals 241.7 feet. So 1 inch equals 241.7 feet. And APW says that the best design will deliver the most water from the initial reservoir to the final reservoir in 1 minute of pumping time. But they also note we can only use the materials that were provided. We can't borrow somebody else's or anything else, but we don't have to use everything. So we can't use any more than what we've been given, but we can use less, because when you use less, it saves you money. Also, APW gave us a few more details on what they require to be accomplished during the project, and these details are called criteria. The criteria that APW gave us includes the design's got to be 4 feet, it's got to be 12 inches high, got to have 4 reservoirs and 2 canals. And then they provided us with some limitations or restrictions in our design. We call these limitations constraints. For our project, APW has provided the following constraints. Canals must flow by gravity, so we have 2 canals, right? And they have to flow by gravity, which means they need to be tipped a little bit to take advantage of gravity. We only have 3 pumps to use, and again, no other materials are allowed. But as you begin to build, you as the engineer, you might find some other constraints that need to be added to our list. Our last question before we go today, what might we call a process that helps with our engineering design? You guessed it, it's called the engineering design process, and we'll be learning a lot more about that in the next video. We'll see you soon.